In this video, Moron Reviews, I'm going to review the movie Scarface. You know, of course, it's a very good movie. Obviously, if I have it, it's a good movie. I mean, at least in my opinion. But, you know, it's a very good movie. I suggest you watch it. You know, you have 1980 when Jimmy Carter, you know, decided to allow the Cubans to come over, which, you know, no problem. You know, you had the family members. They want to come and see their families. Of course, Castro emptied out the prisons and halfway houses, which you can look this stuff up. And don't take my word for it or the movie's word for it. But, you know, this is not based on a true story. I heard people that actually believe that it was. But it's not. But anyways, also this is actually a remake of a Scarface that was made in the 30s. Now, this guy here, his best friend is a moron, even dumber than I am. I mean, come on, he's an absolute moron. He's the reason why this guy pretty much gets screwed in the ass. Let's face it, it's all his fault. You remember in the beginning, he tells the guy he was in a sanitarium instead in sanitation. The only thing he does right, really, is he gives him the job to assassinate that guy in the beginning so they get out of that, you know, tent city. But think about it. You have people, you know, you have a van in front of your mansion. You know you have a criminal empire. Obviously, you send people to watch those people as they're doing their work, to make sure they're not putting cameras and stuff throughout your house. You obviously would want to do that. You know, any sensible person would have, so especially people who know about installing cables and surveillance. You want them watching these guys. He, being head of security, his security, doesn't even think to do that. He doesn't even think there's anything wrong with it. So, of course, he ends up, you know, getting caught, you know, money laundering, you know. And he decides, you know, you see he has a heart, doesn't want to blow up that family. You know, maybe he should have done it, maybe he shouldn't have, you know. It's up to you to decide whether or not he should or shouldn't have. And, of course, knowing how he behaves when people mess with his sister, still decides to date his sister and, of course, gets his brains blown out. Well, gets his heart ripped apart when that bullet goes through his heart. But, you know, that's what happens. The reason why I like this movie, one of the reasons, is, you know, you always hear people say, well, if you work hard, you succeed, you know, you go to college, you get good education, you make money. And here's these drug dealers, no education, and they make millions. He tells the police officer at the beginning, you know, like, what do you have to show for all your work when you go home that day? You work 10-hour shift, you go home and you have nothing. I know how that feels, believe me. But anyways, you know, this is a pretty good movie. I don't know why anybody would want to get into drugs or anything. I mean, that's not smart, but still, it's a good movie. And if you have a friend like that, if you don't get into a life like this, obviously you want good security. Any decent security, but you don't want to hire an idiot like this at head of your security. I mean, I'm a stupid moron, but I would know if I see a van, for any type of vehicle, in front of my house, to have people watching them. If they're going to install something or delivering something, people are going to be watching their ass. And also going to go through whatever they're bringing in, okay? Just in case. They may be bringing poisons, drugs, guns, who knows? Surveillance equipment. But still, it's a good movie. Feel free to watch any of my other videos. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks.